Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. So we thought we'd do another forum roundup video as a lot of news has come out. Not only have we got topics that we have discussed in the past and want to discuss in the future, such as the changes to the wins and loss streaks which you can see on screen now, as well as talking about smurfs and boosting and all that jazz as well. We want to do a little bit of a roundup of some of the major topics that Jeff Kaplan's spoken about this week. Before we get into that, however, we do have some news of our own. For those in England, we're going to be at Insomnia 60 at the NEC Birmingham, which is starting tomorrow and finishes on Monday. We're going to be there Friday to Sunday, and we did some stuff on the Twitch stage on the Saturday at 3 o'clock till 4:30, played with the likes of Valk and stuff. For more information on what we're doing and where we'll be if you're at this event, be sure to follow us on Twitter, which is at OWCentral, and we'll keep you updated with what we're doing, and hopefully we get to see you there. But in this video, we're going to talk about some future skins that are coming, what heroes are confirmed to have legendary skins on the way, the problem with the play of the game system that's been broken for quite some time, and how Jeff himself plans to reward PTR players. But there's some pretty heavy topics this time, so let's get straight into it.
To begin with, we have some exciting posts about skins. These are skins that have been confirmed for future events actually, and not skins that have just recently hit with the update or anything like that, so we have some more skins coming, quite a few that have actually been confirmed. And first up we have Zarya actually. In a post asking a lot about various skins, Jeff Kaplan responded to Kagan asking, "I just want a Zarya skin that is actually worth looking at, sad face." Jeff Kaplan comments goes, "Zarya has 2 skins in production. One is awesome, the other is beyond awesome." Now if you haven't seen the Zarya skins in Heroes of the Storm, then you should definitely go have a look at them. They look incredibly good. There's one I believe called Thunder Goddess or something like that. It just looks amazing. Maybe they are finally bringing that skin to Overwatch or something similar, because that is an awesome skin and a lot of people have been asking to have that skin in Overwatch for a while. As for when these skins will hit, we don't exactly know, but we'll get back to that just a little bit later. The next skin post, however, is about Hanzo. Some people have reported on this already, but we wanted to include it since it's Jeff Kaplan again answering a fairly long comment, essentially asking about skins and how Hanzo didn't really seem to get anything in this update, and people already knew that when the trailer was leaked. So Jeff Kaplan goes out and says, "Hanzo has 3 amazing legendary skins in production right now." Again, we don't know when these are coming, but Hanzo clearly has a lot in store, and a lot of cool skins coming soon TM. There are already quite a few cool Hanzo skins in my opinion, but it seems like we're getting even more, and confirming that 3 are in production right now is very interesting, as we tend to only get 1 or 2 for each hero at an event, so 3 already seems like a bit of a long-term thing to me at least. And that gets us to our final post, which is about Sombra skins. Someone actually quoted the Hanzo comment and said, "Hey, so there are basically 3 Hanzo skins in production, what about Sombra?" And Jeff Kaplan actually answered this one as well with, "Sombra is getting one this year. It's still a few months out though." Now this is interesting because he, in this comment, actually gives us a bit of a time frame. He says it's a few months out and that she's getting it this year, meaning that it's probably very far away. So I'm thinking either Summer Games in August or maybe around the Halloween event actually, where she could maybe get a Dia de los Muertos skin, which is Day of the Dead, which is celebrated quite heavily in Mexico, so it would just make a lot of sense. I don't know exactly how the skin would look and I'm only speculating right now, but it seems kind of plausible that the skin would appear in the Halloween updates with new skins, but maybe the same brawl as last time since Junkenstein's Revenge was so incredibly popular. But hey, who knows. That's it for the skins though, let's move on to the next section.
So we're moving on from skins, we're going to talk about the play of the game clips again. For quite some time, plays of the game have actually been fairly broken in competitive play. They basically only took the play of the game out of the final round in a game mode. So the final round on a capture the point map, final round on assault, stuff like that. So if there was an awesome play of the game in the first round, you won't see it. It'll be something that was happened later on. We say up until now as this was actually fixed in the Uprising event patch. If you look into the patch notes, you can read the following. It fixed a bug that forced play the game highlights to be drawn from the last round of play. So this was obviously not intended, and some of you might have noticed this before since the last patch. However, players have been reporting more issues with it on the forums. Jeff Kaplan spotted one of these posts and responded with the following comment: "It really helps us if you happen to be able to capture a video and post a link. I know not everybody can capture video, but if you can, it is very much appreciated." We're including this comment even though it's a little bit old, as it's another one of those call to action comments to go and post on the Overwatch forums. But it is also important for us to address, as we see a lot of people confused about play the games and how they work the algorithm, and even get questions and clips sent into us regarding these weird play the game clips. But it's good to see that this last round play the game bug was fixed, but there are certainly more things out there that could be tweaked about it. So if you do have any bugs of your own, don't hesitate to post about them on the Battle.net forums, and maybe even include clips as evidence, just to make Jeffrey Kaplan's life a little bit easier.
And lastly, we have less of a forum post, but still Jeff Kaplan directly speaking his mind in an interview with PC Games N from last week. The topic was the Overwatch PTR, if Jeff Kaplan was happy about it, if he thought that it worked in its current state, and so on. Whilst there was quite a focused discussion on PTR feedback problems with players playing heroes they don't usually play and giving feedback on the changes and therefore the feedback being a bit skewed, PTR matches having a lot of levers and other issues that the PTRs had, Jeff did also mention a popular topic that has been up for discussion multiple times: PTR rewards. Now, he did really call these rewards as he wanted them to be exactly that. Rewards for players that play the PTR properly and not just incentives to play the PTR, as that would simply bring people that are really not interested in testing the game out, but rather getting their hands on some loot boxes or skins onto the PTR and therefore further skewing the feedback. So yeah, rewards was emphasized, and I do hope we're getting exactly that in not too long. It's good to hear Jeff bring this up again, as it is something that many players thought was something that the dev team had left behind actually since last time they brought it up, and they weren't going to consider it again. Overall, I still think the PTR is useful to both the devs and community, so it's definitely not just a broken thing, but it could be even better. It is, however, definitely our responsibility as a community around this game to bring the developers decent feedback that they can actually use. So again, I encourage you to play the PTR and leave proper feedback that is as unbiased and impartial as possible on the Overwatch forums when the PTR gets a new patch. PTR rewards could very well still be coming, at least when the dev team have figured out how they want to approach it. If you have any developed ideas as for how you think that the dev team should go about PTR reward systems, then I'm sure Jeff and the Overwatch team would appreciate hearing that over on the forums.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know what skins you're looking forward to, whether you've had some really interesting play the game bugs, and how would you reward people for playing on the PTR. Let us know in the comments below. Like this video if you want to see more roundups like it. You can find all of the posts in the description below, and remember that we will be at Insomnia60 as well. So again, follow us on Twitter to keep up to date with that. But until next time, take care. We'll see you then.